So where is the justice? That is the question many Florida fathers say they are left asking when they are falsely accused of abuse. Some dads say one lie can shatter lives, end relationships with their children, and send them into bankruptcy. News Channel 8's Lynn Carson investigates what happens to fathers who are falsely accused and the mothers who make the claims.
The fathers of these children share one common goal: to be with their kids.
I fought for almost 4 years.
William Dunn's fight for his daughter left him deep in debt.
I was falsely accused of sexual allegations against my daughter.
Documents show the child's mother lied about the sexual abuse. Court records show there's also evidence she coached her child to do the same. Yet DCF never interviewed Dunn. Back in 2007, we asked Governor Charlie Crist how something like this could happen.
We can always do better, obviously.
Crist promised to follow the case, yet Dunn is still in a legal battle with DCF. Dunn's attorney recently found this document. It shows the DCF caseworker did not believe the mother's abuse story, but that didn't stop DCF from trying to terminate Dunn's parental rights, something we recently asked the governor about.
It's important to take your time examining what the facts are or are not. I think that's what DCF tried to do in this case.
All of a sudden, I get a knock on the door from a sheriff telling me I have 5 minutes to get my personal belongings to get out.
Phil Shriver's ex-wife also accused him of abuse. He didn't see his children for 3 weeks and says only after his attorney threatened to sue DCF, the case was dropped.
The damage was done. To me, of course, but to my kids, too.
Damage Eric Romerhouse also understands.
I had my parental rights completely revoked for 6 months without a hearing.
Romerhouse believes if you get caught in the system, it's nearly impossible to get out. And it isn't cheap. Combined, these three fathers have spent more than $150,000 in legal fees fighting false allegations.
If you don't have the funds, you can kiss your kids goodbye.
You get as much justice as you can afford. And that's sad, but it's true. Welcome to America.
Dean Tong is a father of 2. He spent 2 weeks in jail for a crime he didn't commit.
But the one thing you don't want to go to jail for, Lynn, is being called a baby raper.
Tong turned his nightmare into his life calling. He's now an expert witness for others who may be falsely accused. He's written 3 books on the subject and says he repeatedly sees fathers framed.
There's nothing worse.
What happens when people make these malicious false claims? Most of the time, nothing, even though under Florida law, it's a felony. In 1 year, we found DCF suspected 177 false reports and referred 27 to law enforcement. That's less than 15%. Of those 27 cases, only 6 were prosecuted.
Our investigators are way too underpaid and way too overworked to have to waste time on cases where they're false.
DCF Regional Director Nick Cox says it's not uncommon for parents in nasty custody cases to seek revenge, but even he is surprised by the numbers.
Candidly, I'm going to say this to you. I think we need to increase the amount of times that we refer people over for criminal prosecution.
These fathers say it's a start, but warn other dads the system set up to protect children can easily destroy what's left of a family.
I always thought it was you're innocent until proven guilty, and that's absolutely not the case.
The man you just heard from, Eric Romerhouse, is saving money to get his case reheard so he can spend more time with his kids. I tried contacting all of the mothers involved in these stories. Only Phil Shriver's ex-wife responded. Kelly Griffin tells me she believes women lie all the time to get custody of their kids. And if she did that, she said she would not confess. Here's some background. Griffin made her original abuse allegations in July '09. She signed a letter saying she changed her mind 1 month later. Then recently, 2 months ago, Griffin changed her mind again, saying her original story was true after all. Now, by choice, Mercedes, her mother is Jennifer Schoaf. She has not seen her daughter since William Dunn received custody 3 years ago.
As soon as we started promoting this story, the feedback started pouring in, and most people would agree something needs to be done. We heard from the DCF director in your story right there saying they could do a better job of maybe pursuing prosecution. So what changes, if any, are being made?
Well, Nick Cox took this right away to his supervisors, and he told me, yes, change is underway. DCF is putting together a team to figure out exactly what needs to be done so people who make these false claims are prosecuted, Keith.
Lynn Carson, thank you.